Yo, what's up guys? Here are the craziest and most expensive cars I saw at the Toronto Auto Show. Here we're starting with the Bugatti Mistral. I just got a video of it and it's a very nice looking car. This is the only video I got, but I'll share my pictures. This is the end of the W16 era of Bugatti and they're moving on to the V16 era. Here we got what I believe is a Porsche 930 Turbo. I think this is from around 1975 to 1980. Next up we got what I think is a Porsche 964. Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe from around the year 1994. Up next we got a Mercedes McLaren SLR 722 HDK. I believe these are around 600,000 US. This car is very good looking. It's a very nice looking body kit. Here we're back to the Porsches. Up next we got the McLaren P1. This is a very iconic car. This car is worth about $1.5 million. It is one of the more modern McLaren hypercars, and I think it's a successor of the McLaren F1. Here we got the McLaren W1. It's the newest hypercar from McLaren with 1250 horsepower. It looks very nice and futuristic and has a massive hood intake. The interior is also very futuristic with digital screens, but I think these are pictures because it says it's in third gear going 120. Up next we got the McLaren F1 from Mouse Motors. This car is worth about 30 million US dollars or 40 million Canadian. It's a very iconic car and was one of the fastest in the world at some point. This car is chassis number 1, meaning it's the first one ever created. Up next we got the Pagani Utopia. I believe this is a 2022. It is a burgundy on black carbon fiber and it's very nice looking. Here are some pictures of the Bugatti Mistral. This car is worth about $5 million. Up next we got the Aston Martin Valhalla. This is the newest hypercar from Aston Martin. It is very nice looking and looks very similar to the Valkyrie. It is meant to be more of a daily driver than a track focused compared to the Valkyrie. In the background we got a Bentley Flying Spur and a Rolls-Royce Cullinan black badge. I heard some people calling it a Valkyrie, which I thought was funny because I know it's a Valhalla, but it literally says on the sign, but they couldn't get close enough. And also, I already knew it was a Valhalla because I just watched car videos. Up next, we got the Koenigsegg Jesko Attack. This is a very nice looking hypercar from Koenigsegg. I think it's worth around $3 million. I'll put the actual price on the screen if I'm wrong. Behind it is the Lamborghini Temerario, I think, but I didn't go over there and look, so I'm not sure. I captured a lot of pictures of the Bugatti Mistral from different angles because it was going on the turntable, and I wanted to get a picture of it at every angle. Up next, we got the Maybach SL680. This is the newest two-seater, kind of like a sports car from Maybach, and my friend was confused why there's 2 seats. A Maybach owner should be driven by his chauffeur. Also, since when did Maybach make sports cars? But I think this is more of like a luxury type car. I think this is for people who, instead of getting a Mercedes GT63, they would get something like this. It's a very interesting looking car, kind of nice looking and luxurious looking, but I bet you the depreciation on these things is going to be crazy. I'll probably pick one of these up in 5 years for $35,000. Just kidding. Up next, we come to the Ferrari booth. Here we got the Ferrari 12 Cilindri. This is a very interesting looking car, and I kind of don't like the black stripe on the hood. Other than that, I think it looks fine at around $500,000. What do you guys think of the new Ferrari look? Up next, we got the Purosangue. This is the first and only Ferrari SUV. Audi, Porsche, Aston Martin, and Lamborghini all have performance SUVs. The Urus, the RSQ8, the Macan GT, the DBX 707. This is a V12 SUV. It's a very interesting shape. If you see it in person, it's much crazier than in this picture. Up next, we got the 296 Speciale. This is my favorite looking out of the 3, but obviously I prefer the older Ferrari models like the 812 and the F12. This car looks similar to like an F8. Some of the kids thought that this car looks like a SF90, and I kind of see it, but not really. Up next, we got the INEOS Grenadier. This is an off-road SUV by INEOS. It's kind of like a Jeep Rubicon or Land Rover Defender. It has a BMW B58 engine in it, a 3.0 liter twin-scroll turbo engine, turbo inline 6, that produces around 286 horsepower. It has locking differentials and is meant for off-road. Up next, we got the Porsche GT3RS. This is one of the most overhyped cars on the internet right now, but for a good reason. Up next we got whatever this thing is. It cost 12,000 US dollars. This way you don't have to take any passengers. Up next we got a Burkley B105. Up next we got a whatever this is. I don't know how to pronounce it. Up next we got a what looks like a base Lamborghini Huracan. Looks like a base 911. Up next we got a Lotus Emira. Up next we got the Lotus Esprit. Another Lotus Emira. Here we got the Corvette C1. It's a very nice looking car. It looks brand new. It looks like it's been very well maintained. There were actually 2 of these at the show. Buick Grand National. Here we got a Ferrari 355 GTS. Here we got a 2006 Ford GT, the first generation. Here we got a Ferrari 355 64 Mercury Comet Cyclone. Here we got a Bugatti Chiron, the Autostrada magazine, and I'll go through these one at a time. First up is the Bugatti Chiron. Next is the Mercedes McLaren SLR 722S Roadster. Next to that is the Porsche GT3R Rennsport. Here's the Bugatti Chiron. It's a very nice looking car and extremely fast. It has a W16 in it with around 1400 horsepower. It's a very beautiful spec. Light blue on dark blue. The Mercedes McLaren SLR 722S is the last one built of 150 made. This makes it a very special edition. It's also one of the only ones in orange. I think that's a very rare color. I've never seen one in this spec. Here we got the full lineup. Next to that is the Murcielago SV, the Diablo SVR, the SF90XX, and the Koenigsegg CCR. Here's the Porsche GT3R Rennsport. Here's the Murcielago SV. It's a very nice looking car. It's a beautiful spec, and the headlights are extremely clear for its age. Here's the Diablo SVR. Here's the SF90XX. Looks very funny with these yellow things in the hood. Up next we got the 2005 Koenigsegg CCR. Looks very beautiful and brand new. It's a very nice Koenigsegg and one of my favorites. Definitely one of the most iconic. The Delage GL Skiff Torpedo. Here we got a 1927 Duesenberg Model X. Here we got a 1971 Plymouth Cuda. Here we got a Miura SV. It's a very nice looking car and very iconic. Here we got a BMW Alpina Z8 convertible. It was only offered in automatic, which sucks, but it's a very iconic and nice car. Here we got a Lamborghini Huracan GT3 Evo 2. Here we got a C8 race car. Not sure what type of this is. Maybe it's a C8.R, but not sure. Here we got an overhead view of the auto show. Here's the camp Jeep with the Jeeps going over the rocks and the hills. Here we got a Ford Mustang RTR. Here we got a Ford Mustang Dark Horse SC. I didn't get a picture of the GTD, but I didn't even know it was there at the auto show. Here we got another C1 Corvette. Here we got the ZR1X, the car I came for, the car I really wanted to see. It's one of the most impressive cars. It completed the quarter mile in 8.675 seconds, which is insanely impressive, especially since it only cost 320,000 Canadian, plus dealer markups. It completed the Nürburgring in 6 minutes and 49 seconds, which is also insanely impressive. It's a very beautiful car. It looks insanely similar to the ZR1, because that's what it is, as the LT7, the 5.5 liter flat plane crank V8 with twin turbos, producing 1250 horsepower to all 4 wheels. 0 to 60 in under 2 seconds, including the 1-foot rollout. It'll be closer to like 2.2 seconds. Top speed over 375 kilometers an hour. Up to 1,200 pounds of downforce. Barbie car modeled after a 1950s Cadillac Fleetwood 60 Special. Up next we got the Ghostbusters car. Up next we got the Audi Quattro. Next we got the Lamborghini Diablo VT. Next we got the Nissan Pulsar NX. This car has 426,637 kilometers on it, on the dash, because it has the old analog gauge cluster and you can just zoom in and see the numbers. Ferrari 308 GTS, Ford Taurus SHO. Here we got the BMW M2 CS. This was locked and I couldn't go in it, unfortunately. The people at the auto show probably don't have the money for one and are not the types of buyers that would be interested. Up next we got a Hyundai concept car, XRT Crater. And that's all the cars I saw at the auto show. Obviously my favorite cars were the Bugatti Chiron, Mercedes McLaren 722S Roadster, the Porsche GT3R Rennsport, the Murcielago SV, the Diablo VT, the Diablo SVR, the McLaren F1, P1, and W1, and the Corvette ZR1X. Those were my favorite cars at the auto show, as well as all the other cars that I took pictures of, and I hope you enjoyed the video.